friends are friends are friends are friends. Friends are friends are friends are friends are friends. Friends are friends are friends are friends are friends. Friends are friends are friends are friends are friends. 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 Power Giraffe Hour.
Yay, it's the Giraffe Hour! Whoa, so cool. Alright. Yeah, the Giraffe Hour! Woo! My entrance was the best. I'm just throwing that out there.
Okay. Mine was the messiest.
You can choose to agree or disagree, but if you disagree, I am going to first test this so you guys talk while
What is that thing? Is that a candy bar?
No,
Can I have a bite?
This is a cell phone. Stupid.
Can I go to Willy Wonka's chocolate factory?
Okay, so I'm going to test the stream just to make sure everything's working because there's only 3 of us here. There's no one to tell us that it's working, so I'm going to go and... Oh, it's working. Look at it right now. I based that on...
Oh, really?
I based that on... It has never not worked. Well, thank you. Thank you. Ever worked. It has never not worked.
Yeah, he had faith in you.
Is that us?
We're we run a tight ship here in SPG Hour.
Okay,
So far.
Right now, you guys are only seeing this. When we're... Is that part?
You're time traveling.
So, hold on a second. We're coming up. We're coming up right in a second. Oh,
I
see our
feel it.
entrances again. There we go. See?
I feel my younger
look at
self.
Look at me. Mine is going to be the better one. Sorry, we're just double checking the
yours is
stream.
pretty
I
good,
guess
actually.
I should have like...
Yours was pretty good.
If I didn't stop, it would have looked like I was like rolling.
And then David just has the annoying entrance where he's just like...
Look at that quality.
Okay,
This is the future. Okay, we're done with that. It works, obviously.
today's episode is titled Barely Legal. Because guess what, guys?
We're not going to put that on our YouTube.
Guess what, guys? Episode 18!
How do you know? Have you been...
I asked the fans, and the general consensus is, because I don't really want to do
now we
research.
deleted about 2 of those, I think, due to quality control.
They
so
factored
I
it
think
in.
there's probably 20.
No, they factored in the ones that we deleted.
We deleted 2. Did we delete 2?
They factored those in.
I think it's because but there's like quality concerns.
The
with
fans
with
factored those in.
All right,
Really?
18.
I'm going to say 18. Next week's will be 18 plus 1, whatever that number happens to be.
19.
So let's start this off on a happy note.
Okay.
We went to Metacon.
We went to Metacon. We just came back from Metacon last weekend.
We went to Metacon, and it was really cool.
Remember fan art time with Sam?
Yeah?
Let's show some fan art. Here's this first one is a raptor claw. I don't know if it's genuine or made to scale.
It's mine.
You probably can't see the...
I got that one.
We got that.
We each got raptor
I
claws.
think someone drew this at the convention. I don't know. It's probably the sexiest robot in the band. Oh, I'm probably really loud right next to
Probably, but maybe not.
And then they put in a seal. This one is an amazing fan. Did one for each robot, and was dressed up.
As the spine raptor.
I hope there's photos of that somewhere.
I have it on my
gave
Instagram.
us raptor claws.
Yeah. I don't know her name, but she gave me her DeviantArt. Claw Shot is her DeviantArt.
She is now known as Dino Girl.
This one I received a while also at Metacon. I've been using it as a bookmark, so it's a utilitarian.
Yes, you are, Sam. Yes,
And
you
this
are.
is probably the best one. This is one. This is because I love this.
You
spine.
just hurt some fans' feelings. They were
This
like,
is the best one.
they didn't like mine. It wasn't the best.
So thank you.
That's a Brian.
So thank you for giving that to us. So speaking of Metacon, let's talk a little bit about Metacon.
What happened? What
The
happened?
video game room. Did you guys check it out?
I didn't.
It was lame. All they had was like Smash Brothers, and they had one House of the Dead, and these 2 girls were just playing it the whole time. Me and Carolina were like waiting our turn. They didn't.
Well,
even
at any
have
rate,
no
Sam,
64.
we were there to entertain, so...
They didn't have no Dreamcast, you know? They just had like, who wants to play Call of Duty or Halo? Nobody. Let's play some fun games.
Okay. At any rate, so Sam was disappointed with that.
Well, yes.
We had a great
I
show.
was.
We went to opening ceremonies. We got on stage and talked for like all of 5 seconds. Our show that evening when we arrived on Friday was great.
People really.
We enjoyed ourselves.
Yeah.
It went over well.
Some pretty cool. This is a kind of a theme that's been chasing us around. Some pretty cool comedy rappers. Always entertaining to see somebody do comedy rap.
Yeah, I know. There's
Even
a
if
lot
it's
of rappers.
even if it's like not hot chicks or with the music video, it's still great. I love comedy rap.
It's good. Yeah, that was.
I don't remember
that was
their
nice.
names, but they had some pretty cool guys. That
Yeah,
did
there was
bookings.
two at Metacon. Metacon was in Minneapolis, Minnesota. For those of you who were wondering where we were last weekend, yeah, we had a panel. We show up.
It's true.
We show up in robot makeup. The first 15 minutes of the panel are us as robot characters. and the rest is just us answering questions, pretty much.
Yeah, it's like SPG Hour, but we have, but you can't see us so good.
We did some autograph things, times, and photos, and it was a good time. We were put to work the entire weekend, and
Did you guys
it
see?
was good.
Did anybody else see Billy West?
No.
No.
Didn't see
Our
Billy
handler,
West.
Brittany, saw him, but didn't actually talk.
Yeah, so we didn't see
I
Billy
was-
West.
Yeah, I didn't see him either. I don't know if he was kind of like, I don't know if he was busy or something.
I mean, did he not
Well,
get the
we
memo
didn't-
that
we
we wanted to
didn't-
talk? We didn't hang out at the green room very much. I didn't visit it once. So I don't know. There might have been a special place.
The
that
few
we
times I
could've-
went there was Ghost Town,
Oh, well.
and there's just like liquor bottles all over the place,
Blah.
and then there's only like one water bottle, and I was like, oh, okay.
Did
I'll
you
take
see
the
the
one.
last episode of Futurama? I did.
No.
The last Futurama episode.
They
premiered
tied it
this
up
week.
pretty nicely.
It was a nice ending. They could totally reboot it if they had, or not reboot it, but do another. If
They
got
gave
the-
a scientific explanation for the series. It was pretty cool. It was
It's
like
a cartoon show by a crazy artist.
No, I don't want to spoil it because
Oh.
eventually maybe you'll catch up. But
Maybe if it's on free for Netflix.
It probably will.
Eventually.
It
I'm
probably
waiting
will
for
be.
the next show called Fantasy Orgasm. Fantasygasm.
what's that?
It's gonna be like a fantasy version of Simpsons
Huh?
by Mac. No, I don't know.
Are you just making something up?
Yeah.
Oh, that
sounded
sounded.
real-
I had
got-
it
you
piqued
got
my
excited.
interest.
What's
I was
the-
like,
what's the
oh,
humor?
Oh, more Matt Groening.
Where's the humor in that?
Matt Groening.
That your tears when you're
Matt Groening.
Gesundheit.
You should work on your comedy. That's
Dumbins.
not very funny. You know.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Look at, hey, did you get that at Medicon?
I did. Don't. I'm not gonna fall.
I was saying.
What
it
about
was
Get
did
what?
you get that at- Is that Miyazaki's?
I was in an elevator with Eric Roberts.
Who's that? No one knows.
Eric Roberts was in the Batman.
He was a gangster in Batman movies.
He's in a lot of stuff. I just can't
Okay.
think of. I've seen him
All right.
around.
All right. At any rate, Medicon was fun.
Well, he's in the Mr.
Let's do it
Brightside
again.
video by Killer.
Kudos to all the staff. They're always really helpful. It's always really professional.
I really like Metacon.
Thank you for having us.
I think it's my favorite. It's. I mean, every time we do a convention, I've been getting more and more into the whole convention mode. Had a good time myself.
Okay, if we're never gonna sync up, how are we gonna start our clap trio?
No, it's the randomness.
Just don't let your claps land together. Everyone has to land on a different one.
Look, just look into each other's eyes, then you'll know when to clap. How do you look into two people's eyes at once? I don't know.
Okay.
So, what do
Uh,
we got something coming up this weekend.
Minneapolis, Minnesota,
Oh, wait,
great
first of
city.
all-
It was clean.
yeah.
It was nice looking. It was good.
Thank you to Brittany McKiernan. She was there for us this convention.
Oh, she's our handler.
Been
but
there in the past.
When we're out in the east,
She's
we,
the
we
Iron
look
Will
east.
that helps us. And thank you for putting up with us if you're watching this. And
Hit it, mate. I'm not hitting you.
we'll hope to see you soon. So, what were you saying, Minneapolis? The architecture is beautiful. It makes
Yeah,
you feel
that's
like
a great city.
San Diego is a town of boxes and
We
squares.
had a really nice, what do they call it? The taxi driver?
Oh yeah.
Like, he picked us up and he took us there. Like, however,
Hey!
the other taxi driver that took us to the airport,
Oh.
he, like, pushed the automatic release hatch thing for the back of his vehicle, and our wireless case just fell out of his car and landed on the concrete. So, you know,
We
that's
have to
only
test it
a
out.
few $1,000s worth of equipment that we have to test now to make sure we have a show this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your hotel room sucked, real bad.
Yeah. So basically, there's a pool on the, I don't know, sixth floor. We're on the 7th, and our window, it's like, oh, it's so bright outside. Nope, it's all just interior lighting, and it's always on.
It's a
so it
pool
could be
right
2
out the
a.m. and
window.
you could have the light streaming in, and you hear nothing but people.
And right when you open the door to your hotel room, it's like chlorine in
There's
your face.
chlorine. There's so much chlorine.
Oh my gosh. That's
Somehow we got through it though. I wasn't like focused on it, so I didn't really However,
uh,
care. I was like- I think Sam, Carolina, and I, we had a good room. It was good.
Yes.
It was, whatever. I mean,
Much
you
more
know,
relaxed
It's
than
just
your
kind of
room.
a weird. Why would you? I don't know. Why would you want
I don't understand logic. It sounds like some sort of torture.
pool on the 5th floor?
Let's see how much we can put these people through by keeping them.
No one wants those rooms. I wasn't even aware of it until you guys complained. I was like, oh yeah, I guess that is.
You guys don't have a pool outside your window?
You don't have the pungent scent.
But
of
we did
chlorine.
get-
we did get the better hotel room in VidCon where we got like a nice view of Disneyland.
It's true, you had
two
two windows,
double
double
Two
windows.
windows. What? That was really nice. At any rate,
A shout out to Luce Pizza for supplying us vegan pizza
They
up
were
until
really
2
good.
a.m. at night.
Well, I mean, we paid for it, so you know.
Well, but it's hard to find that kind of a place like that. It will deliver to
it's
your
true.
at 2 a.m.
It's true. They're a
It
good
was,
chain.
it was
out there.
delicious.
Okay. Yeah, I smelled really bad after we played our show.
You did. I don't want to say anything. but we did.
Really? I mean, it's like real bad.
Well, your costume's being dry cleaned.
I just wanted to bring that up.
We're actually picking up costume dry cleaning right after this.
If
so.
you perchance smell us, we are aware of it. So it's just something that happens, I guess. It's a secretion of some
I have no
sort.
shame. It's really hot up there. Look at what we're wearing. It's your own funeral.
It's been pretty
If
hot
you
lately.
decide to get near us.
Have you guys been sleeping well? Have you guys been getting any sleep in the?
It's been really tiring trying to sleep.
I have not been getting.
These big bright lights aren't helping too with the heat.
I thought it was a man, and when it started to get hot, I'm like, oh, this heat's not a problem. But now I'm starting to not very.
Oh
get very-
boy, looks like there's someone at the door here at the Bennett apartment.
Cool guys are at the door.
Did you bring Jamba Juice?
No, I didn't.
Go away. Go
About
away.
something you can't eat.
What? Oh, hello, Taco.
What? This is Taco, my lizard.
This is Taco, Steve's lizard.
Taco.
Taco.
Short for Santiago.
Wait till you meet his taco named Lizard.
What I miss?
Let's not stress him out.
What I miss?
He
Oh,
has
he's
a
been
sh-
stressed out
he
by
has
the
a
rat.
leather
He's cool now.
shirt.
He's so cute.
Let's get a close up of him. I don't know if the light's gonna be too bright.
No, he loves that heat.
Here, let's get some nice lighting here. There we go. Yeah, that's much better. You can totally see the detail on his dark.
Oh,
shadow
look at that
form.
tongue.
Oh, well,
He's
it's
a
little
beaut.
bright.
Hi, he's getting big.
Yeah, he's super big now.
Is he gonna get bigger?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we saw one in Oceanside that's like this big. It's crazy. They grow. Yeah.
What did I miss?
He looks like Carl.
Anyways, we just
we're
reviewed
talking about
Metacom.
Metacom.
We hung our expensive microphone upside down.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's a good idea. And I had to use a weight, like a lifting weight, to hold down the tripod.
What a patootie.
Dumbbells, I think, are the preferred term.
Oh, dumbbells.
We are just about to talk about Roxy coming up this Sunday.
The Roxy Show. So Steam Powered Giraffe has a show with the Dread Crew of Oddwood at the Roxy Theater in Hollywood, California. We're going to be there Sunday night. You want to come out? I think the doors open at 7.
6:30.
Or 6:30.
You still have a little time, I guess, to buy your tickets in advance for $14 off the website.
I believe it's $16 in person.
$16 at the door.
So, yeah. And
if you go to our Facebook page, we have an event page, and there's a link to the website where you can buy tickets in advance to save $2.
If you're wondering when Steam Powered Giraffe goes on, for whatever reason, we go on at 10 p.m. sharp. So
We're the
last act.
headliners.
We're the last act, however you
what
want to
they
look
call
at
them.
it. There will be no meet and greets,
Headliners.
as far as we know, because we have to get out really quick.
It's the Roxy Theater, kind of has.
They got some rules there, so there
Yeah.
won't be any meet and greets or probably any autograph things, or we won't be at our merch booth and stuff.
It's a smaller show
It's
for
a
us.
smaller venue, but the show will be our show.
It's true. It's going to be the same show, except without projections, which we had at Metacon, which was real
Yeah, once
great.
again, Metacon is awesome.
I thought projections were going to be like a once a year thing.
Yeah,
but
no,
it
you
felt
know,
really
we're
good.
getting a lot of conventions who are able to do this projection stuff for us, and the people who
Good
run,
feedback. Good feedback.
Yeah,
on it,
yeah,
too.
run
People
Anime
really-
Midwest and Metacon and Yomicon and stuff. You know, they're all letting us add that cool technology to our shows.
Yeah. This time around at the Roxy, though, no projections, so I'm gonna have to go back to the just straight audio files for like the bebop stuff. How primitive!
And
It's
we're,
okay. We're
are
not
fans
doing Walter
allowed
Girl
to
stuff, so it's cool.
are
Yeah, Paige just sprained her ankle really bad, and she can't perform.
Oh, yeah.
Plus, there's not really any place for them to put makeup on and costumes in the Roxy, so
So no Walter Girls either.
No
It's gonna
Walter
be
Girls
A
this
good
show.
old-fashioned Steam Powered
Alright.
Giraffe show.
We'll
where
just
we
rock.
Far
I guess
out.
we'll just have to rock.
That's the thing. It's probably going to be more music centric, just because it's a short. There time are frame and- two other bands, so you know it'll be more of a bar scene concert. So
What's the first one? First one's called like the Zookeepers or something.
yeah,
forgot.
and then the Dread Crew of
Oddwood.
Oddwood, the pirate band, and they're
Excited
cool.
I'm excited to see them if I get a chance to.
And then we'll go up on stage and we'll play a few songs. Actually, no, we have pretty much our basic set.
Do you guys know anything about the Roxy? Apparently, it's like a historical theater.
Oh yeah, it's got a lot of
a bunch of backstory to
yeah, a lot
Old
of
rockers go there to die, so we're ready.
I mean,
We've done enough.
John Belushi. That was the last place he visited before he died.
Self-induced death.
It's a good
I wish
run.
there were some happy memories I could think of, but that's the one that stood out the most.
Apparently,
Don't do
big
drugs.
big names have played there. In the
Yeah,
past.
yeah, no, we're not a big name, but you know.
I don't know how far in the past.
Well,
because
we
it
will
seems
be a
like
big
kind of
name
a-
by playing there. Maybe we'll become a big. Maybe we'll add a few extra words to our band name.
Not to be confused with the Roxbury, which when I first heard it, I'm like, yeah, Night at the Roxbury. Oh wait,
Yeah, you would. So is that a shark? Is that a shark harness for
it's
him?
his land shark costume.
You made that one, huh?
I made that for him.
Does he like it, or is he just?
He hates it.
He hates it.
He hates it.
You'll get
so
used to it.
He tries to squirm out of it all the time. Right now he's being good because he tired himself out on the ride here, squirming around.
Pooping and squirming.
He did poop. He did squirm. He's a lizard.
Yeah.
Poop.
I really
Yeah!
don't feel like I need
But now
to-
he won't
Thank
poop
you,
on
Sam.
Sam,
High five
so
for
it's a
bowel
good thing.
movements.
Woo!
Poop.
The Roxy Theater.
Lizard poop.
It's gonna be good. Be there. Hollywood, California.
Yeah.
Watch our gradual crawl to fame.
Yeah.
Yay!
Woo! Yeah, but again, we're not gonna be able to do meet and greets.
Sorry.
Will fans be able to take photos and stuff?
I don't. The whole picture thing has me confused.
No, let's mention it.
I'm not going to mention it either.
We'll learn about it when we get there,
Okay.
and then we'll make an
It's
announcement
a
for
different
you.
venue. We've never really done like this a venue like the Roxy before,
You
so
may or may not be able to take movies and photos. We don't know yet.
I don't
Yeah,
think
no,
you can
no.
take video. I know for a fact you can't take video, but I don't know about pictures.
Well, we can't. Oh, whatever.
We can't for the purposes of.
We
well,
can't
nobody
take
nobody
it
can
for
take
a bit.
video, but
Oh really? Okay.
No videos. We'll just leave
Whatever,
it.
that's
For the
Roxy.
time being. We can talk about Mark III status in Vegas terms.
Oh, okay. So our third studio album, Mark III,
Yes.
it's coming along. I believe it's called MK3. Gonna get it right.
I'd say it's kind of in a new phase now. We've kind of we have it roughed out, the musical aspect of it.
They don't need to know. It's coming along great.
Okay.
Did you tell them?
I'm working on the artwork right now. That's what I've been doing in my free time. All the artwork. Me and Bunny have been doing that.
Yeah.
So it's coming along.
It's looking good.
Did you tell them the funny anecdote about the name?
The one because Steve thought of the name.
Sort of. I think. We think. But
We
did
think.
you tell them what you originally thought you were going to call it?
No, we're gonna have an engineer tier stuff.
Oh,
for
okay.
that.
Then I won't say anything.
We have
Funny
all-
story
I don't
though.
remember.
You'll read about it if you're an engineer at tier.
I don't remember. Is there an entry for that already? There's one that's like rejected album 3 names, and it's like a giant list of all
Yeah.
the stupid ones that we came up with.
Well, come on. They're not stupid. They're just
No,
they're
pretty
eggs that
stupid.
haven't hatched yet,
They were-
and probably never will.
they're pretty bad.
They were brainstorming ideas.
Okay, well.
And what happens to most of the rainwater from a storm? It goes in the gutter.
Okay.
You can use that one free of charge from Steve.
Interviews. We're interested in doing some interviews for.
We have a lot
promotion.
lined up, don't we? Well, no, we don't. But what we need is podcasts, music blogs, whatever. If you know a friend, put our name out there. We have a new album coming out,
Yes,
and
sure.
we definitely want to line up some interviews for the release of it.
And you've already done a couple, and you've done some for
A little bit,
LGBT.
yeah. I'm doing a couple here and there, but I definitely want to get some for the next coming months. So yeah, put our name out there. Get us on some music blogs and stuff, because we'd love to,
Yeah.
Because last time we didn't do a lot of promotion with our album, and I think we really need to get on the ball with this next one.
Yeah,
like,
this is the bear.
we should really treat ourselves as a band.
You gotta advertise for us because we're lazy.
No, we're definitely gonna push to really get this album in the light, because
If this is the make or break one. If it doesn't work,
that's it.
Steam
That's it.
Draft's down the
We're gonna
drain.
pack our bags.
What are we gonna do? Make another album that fails?
No.
no way, bro.
No, the last album was really successful. It actually was amazingly successful.
I mean, I'll buy them all just to keep Steam Fire Draft in business if I have to.
Aw, how sweet. Will you be my boyfriend?
I'm taking. I'm sorry.
Aw.
I'm taking. So you have a new
I'll kill her.
lady friend?
Yeah, what's it to you?
Nothing. I don't know.
That's
What,
what
everyone? Gosh! You are like, don't talk about Gabby! You're like, don't talk about Gabby!
It
I'm
gets
like,
offensive
so
when we
does
talk
Steve.
about ladies.
So does
No,
Steve.
I'll talk about Megan.
No, Steve.
the
Steve's
first
got a lady
time.
friend.
Now that I have a relationship, everyone
So-
wants a piece of me.
man,
Sam
everyone's-
and Brownie and
everyone's-
Steve. Everyone wants to date me. Oh, I can't deal with it.
Whatever.
Everyone has someone except Sam.
I got Carla.
Well, I don't know about Mike, but I mean Sam.
I
Yeah,
have
even Steve has a Tagu. Oh.
and Megan.
He is a Tegu. His name is Tago.
Wow, that's confusing.
That's
They'll
just
never
confusing.
get
I
it.
saw like
You
a
backed
picture of a
yourself into a corner.
redhead online. I don't know where she's from, but I thought of you. I was like, oh.
That was me, probably.
This is probably good for the genes.
Hey, this chick that has a mustache and is balding and with glasses looks like Sam. Boy, oh boy.
Oh, is that
They'd
you?
make a cute couple.
All right.
Okay,
looking
is
at
that
you,
what you
Doc.
have on your thing? Let's what's next?
Interviews. I have some other stuff here, but I don't know if you want to talk about that.
No.
Tago is over 2 feet long, and he's gonna get bigger.
How
Probably
big is
gonna
he
be
get?
somewhere
Yeah, I
around
don't
4 to
know
5
any of this
feet.
stuff. Wow.
He's an Argentine
We
black and white
mentioned
Tegu.
I don't know what that is.
Super
This
cool.
one, YouTube.
He usually lies around and
That one.
eats and sleeps
Yeah, we don't have
in
to
his
talk
big
about
old
that.
cage. I got a really great
We can
deal
jump
on a
to
tank
games
on
and movies.
Craigslist.
Yeah, let's do that, and then let's go to
It's
your
this
questions
gigantic,
along
like
the
6
line.
foot by 2 foot tank made of glass and came with a big old shelving unit. It was great, super heavy.
Remember that time
Only $80.
you lost him?
I didn't lose him. I thought I lost him when I first got him because he burrowed underneath the substrate.
He's going to get so big, he's not going to be able to.
Oh, he's starting
a
to
pretty
freak out.
spoiled lizard.
Nah, he's alright.
Got a big cage. So this is technology in the works. What I'm going to do right now is take an Instagram of Steve and his lizard, and and it's going to be up there. And since there's a delay, it's going to look like it happened instantaneously. Hey, Tog, over here. There you go. And what kind of filter do you want on there? You want,
Not sepia.
you want
Anything
that?
but sepia.
Oh, put a sepia.
Give me the
on
filter
there.
that makes
Make me look black.
makes me look not like.
Oh,
something
there's
I'm
like
not.
super high contrast.
Give me the zero filter.
Can you give
option.
Steve
Does
Freckles?
Instagram
give
even
me
have
the
a no
dirt
filter
looks?
option? I don't
Yes,
think it does.
Yes, it
You
does.
should
But
put
I'm,
it with
I'm
no
giving you a
filter.
filter. I'm sorry.
No filter.
Live from the SPG Hour.
Beautiful. This is Internet 2.0. What
I'm
can
going
we
to
say?
share that on the tumblers too.
Oh my gosh.
And share. Here it goes. It's up. Look at it. It's up.
You're famous now, Tago.
Go look at it. Go look at it. It'll
An
be in the
internet
past.
sensation.
I'm the one with
It's
the
already.
mustache.
It's been there longer than you knew.
You're gonna be bigger than little Steve, Tago.
Oh, you know what that sound means?
I sure do, David.
It's time for the games and movies
Oh!
section. We
I
don't
think
have
they're
the graphic.
separate.
It's the game zone. Remember, it comes in. It rolls in like the game zone.
It rolls out like a tongue flopping out of the mouth.
Game zone.
The game zone. I guess.
Stick right into the game.
Where
No
does it come
girls allowed.
No, there's. I can't.
okay.
I'm sorry.
Game
Well,
zone.
I guess.
I'm pretty sure Gabby and I are gonna be playing some Diablo 3.
Girls are
tonight,
gamers.
I'm pretty
too.
sure
Come on
I've been
back.
playing through Borderlands 2 without y'all chumps.
Talking about, I guess we're going into games first because that's. It
Yes,
seems
we're
like
going
that's
into
what we're
game
talking
mode.
about. Any of you know Borderlands 2?
Woo!
They completed
What?
all their DLC, but
Finally.
people wanted more, so now they're gonna be releasing Headhunter
wow.
DLC. First one is released in October. You get to fight a bunch of Halloween-y horror stuff.
Excellent.
I saw the boss. It's like a giant jack-o'-lantern and it just keeps getting crazier and
did
crazier.
that.
Raise your hand if you're above level 50 or 50 or above. Ooh.
No, I'm like
Level 12.
I'm 49. They also just released that Ultimate Vault Hunter thing where you can.
I got it.
I got it too. Level 72 or something like that.
Yeah.
Sweet. I have a video game. Play forever. It's called Borderlands 2. Never gonna end.
Never gonna play it.
True Vault True Vault Hunter mode is funny because Steve told me that all these enemies that are like you see them down below, they can all jump up to you wherever you're
Everything
at.
can
I
jump.
was like, I got you. I'm gonna
Million
sniper you.
stories.
Boing. Oh, what
Everything
the?
can jump super high.
It's pretty funny.
And my favorite DLC for Borderlands 2 is Tiny Tina Assault on Dragon's Keep.
I dig it.
It is awesome. It has a great bunch of references if you're a D&D fan, and also some other fantasy video game references
It's a
in
great
there.
overall vibe. Of that one.
Awesome,
And aesthetic.
and it's hilarious. The ending.
The orcs look really cool.
If you've gotten to the ending, you know what I'm talking about.
Okay, I haven't played it yet, so I'm still working my way through the Big Game Hunter one.
Yeah, that's my
Well,
least favorite.
I have a question for Bunny. What are you excited for? What were you trying to get into just now before
let's
Steam
not
Power Track?
confuse.
Start
Let's
talking
not
about Borderlands.
confuse excitement with that I just got into beta because I'm not an Elder Scroll fan.
What? Then what are you doing? What are you even bothering with?
What are you
even doing?
Elder Scrolls
Waste
Online, I
of
got
time.
invited to beta. Everyone's trying to get into the stress test. It might actually be working by now. I'm gonna try again. You know.
Right now?
But I think I have an hour after
You should
this.
probably go.
I should.
Right now.
I'll just do that. What am I doing standing around here?
Let's all go and so we
I
can
will
take
move the
stress
camera
tests.
in there and we'll go.
Wasn't
look
a
at
big
it.
right back.
Skyrim. It was okay, but the controls are so clunky. I hate pausing all the time
Skyrim?
and eating loaves
Yeah.
of bread. Like in the game, all I do is like every time I see food, I'm like, I'm gonna need this because when I fight a dragon, I just take all the loaves of bread, all the apples, and then when I get the dragon, it's like hit, and then my health bar goes down halfway, and then I'm like eating all this bread like really fast. Like, oh, it's not how you play.
That's supposed to be
and I unfreeze it.
Why don't you just use a healing spell?
You were like the
Why do
Samwise
that too?
Gamgee of Skyrim.
It sucks. It's
Lemnis
like
bread?
it's not fun. It's not action packed.
More
It's like
lemnis bread.
that's
not
just
how it is at all. What combat are you in?
I do pause every time I have to use a or yeah, exactly. So you carry around all this bread, and you can't use your dragon shouts when you're messing with bread.
Yeah. Oh, crumbs!
Oh man, plays it because then just to get out your weapon and stuff takes like fucking 5 minutes.
Go take a timeout.
No.
Now you're gonna have to bleep that out now.
Yeah, we'll bleep it out in post.
We need one of those live. We need one of those time delays that sends it to the live feed, and so they have like 90 seconds to bleep out something before it goes on the air.
I'm not
Yeah,
interested
we're
in
not
playing
that
Skyrim
old.
anymore, and I don't have time for online multiplayers.
I put 113
I don't have that.
hours into Skyrim. I think I'm done
a
with
lot of
Skyrim.
hours.
Yeah.
I haven't played any of the DLC for Skyrim. If
Either have
ever
I.
got
I played a
I'd
little
play
bit of it, but I can't do anymore. They need to update the engine. I'm already tired of the. I want next gen.
Is that? Yeah, it wasn't even out that. Anyways,
I've been playing a lot of Smite still. Bunny introduced me to that game a long time ago.
Is there anything you guys are excited for that's coming out?
Smite is awesome.
Is there
Play
anything
it.
that hasn't come out yet that
I'm
you're
always the
excited for?
crocodile.
Grand
Star.
Theft Auto,
WildStar?
is coming
That's
out.
another MMO.
Yes, it is.
You nut.
I only play MMOs.
What's the deal with
It does look cool.
What's the deal with all these old games being revamped and put on Steam? Like DuckTales got revamped and put
Marketing.
on Steam.
Money.
Castle
Yeah,
of
I know.
Illusion, Mickey Mouse Castle of
What, you
Illusion.
gonna buy
got
'em?
there? I want them.
Well,
I'm not gonna
there you
lie,
go.
I want them.
There you go.
My,
That's why.
My theory is they're testing the market by reissuing games and to see if they can revamp a
I'd
franchise.
buy them all. If I had Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers on Steam, man, I'd be there in a heartbeat.
I don't go for those marketing schemes.
Not this week, but next week on the 16th, the new Grand Theft Auto comes out.
Yes.
Grand Theft Auto 5 by Rockstar Games.
I mean, I guess maybe the younger audience might not play that game.
It's
but,
true.
But I'm like, everyone knows that. Why do you even bring that up? Everyone knows that Grand Theft Auto's
That's
coming
what's
out.
coming out. Yeah. So
I would like to play 3 horror games that are coming out. One's out. It's called Outlast.
yeah, I want to play that one too.
The next Amnesia, A Machine from Pigs,
That
is
one's
coming
coming out too. Yeah.
And then there's another one called Routine, and they all have this similar vibe of passive horror. And I'd
What
love
they need
to
to do
live
is
stream that stuff.
have a Steam sale, and they're all on sale for $5. They're pretty cheap though right now. Anyways, they're like $20.
Well, if Mark III makes any money, it's the first thing I'm gonna buy.
there you go.
That's all there is to it.
I want to buy a
You
car.
buy every CD you buy gets
kind of-
Sam a game.
What kind of car?
What kind of car? I can't remember what they're called, but it's gonna be it's a hybrid. I'm looking at it.
Tesla?
Well, that's like a
Yeah.
dream. When I'm a millionaire, I'll get one of those.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
you don't need to be a millionaire. Okay, so the entry level is gonna come out soon.
Well,
The ones
This is
that
the-
they have now.
But
is
that's-
like
The
that's-
Tesla car, in case you guys were wondering, it's powered by electricity.
Is this all Tago? If you can't see, there's a bunch of scratches on. Or is
Yeah,
that from American?
No, it's from Doggo.
Okay.
Okay, sorry. Whoopsie.
He's got little claws on him. I mean, come on.
Okay, just want to make sure. Okay.
Steve's a badass. Okay.
Can I
He
pet him?
handle it.
Yeah,
Does he like to be petted?
Yeah.
Has he bitten you yet?
yeah,
Does it hurt?
yeah.
If I
He's-
stick my finger like in his mouth, you think he'll bite me?
If you like harass him, he will. But
Hey,
he's
hey.
pretty good. He's pretty good,
Carlisle.
buddy.
Bite me! Bite me!
Oh, Carlisle! Why?
Carlisle will bite you.
You're good.
You don't even have to harass him. He just bite
What were we
you.
talking about?
I don't know. I got distracted by the
Games.
lizard.
Oh
Yeah, Tesla.
Tesla
The
Roadster.
cars right now are about $60,000. Kind of out of the range for anyone. But they're gonna have the consumer edition that's coming out soon. So now that all these rich people have bought the Teslas and like are driving them now the consumers like ordinary folks like you
well,
and
I guess we'll put some Duracells in there, and you can change it every 5 miles.
But it's the
We can
future.
grow Duracell Island out in the middle of the ocean.
You look at the car. It's like a frame with some wheels, and that's pretty much it. There's like
It
an
is a
engine
really
at the
cool
back.
car. I really
There
like
ain't no other moving parts. It's such a simple design.
I hate driving. I can't wait for cars that drive themselves. You're like, can I go home?
like iRobot.
Yeah, well, I guess the technology is, it needs to be implemented, but it's functioning in test cars.
Well, Google's already trying to do it.
I know. I just hate driving because you can't do anything.
Eventually it'll happen. Do we just
Like
need
trying to text, drink my coffee, and floss my teeth, and it just doesn't work.
That's why he likes the bus trips so much. Whenever I drive, he's like, "Oh, thank you, Steve."
He just sleeps the entire.
I don't have to drive the
another,
Bennett's
what was
around
the other
anymore.
one?
Something
Something came out this week. A few came out this. No, that was last week.
What?
This week, Diablo 3 came to consoles, which is big news because it's Blizzard's first forte into
Oh, really?
consoles. I mean, they had Diablo the first one for PlayStation, but it was really rare. But I don't remember if I don't think they had any other console games.
I don't know.
This is
I'm
their
not
first
familiar
kind
with
of
Diablo.
and move into the console world. I played it. I also have it on PC, and I enjoy it. I don't like clicking. That just takes forever. But man, with a controller, it just feels right. It
Yeah.
feels right.
I should try it with a controller.
You can't.
Oh, I can't. Not on
Still?
PC.
I wish.
Oh,
That's why I got it for
I
consoles.
do hate clicking.
They're like,
It's
no,
like a
we're not
really
going to change the
clicky
interface.
game. It's a
However, if
super-
Blizzard's watching this, or someone from Blizzard, you should probably implement the interface and the controller.
Everyone
mapping.
and their mother is already complaining about it.
You
They're
should
not
do
gonna-
it.
They're not gonna listen.
Because I'd love to play on PC again because the graphics look better, but I'll enjoy the PS3.
That's a good nickname for David. Everyone and their mother.
Oh yeah.
Everyone, your mother, come here. I'm gonna show you something. I'm stuck on Dark Souls. I love Dark Souls.
Oh come on! It's been out for a long
I'm
time.
still trying to fight Artorias.
Every time
the
I see
Abyss
him
Walker.
online, it's like Dark Souls. I'm like, go Sam.
I almost
You get-
got
you get
Artorias today.
Did you already beat all the
get it.
DLC?
No.
No, he didn't. He's
No.
not
I
even
played through it
close.
once, and then I started to see how hard the second playthrough was going to be, and I switched over to other games.
It's
I
okay.
couldn't hack it.
And I tried my hand at Skyward Sword again because I never beat it. It's a broken game with some cool mechanics. Skyward Sword is my least favorite of the Zelda franchise.
And 60% of the Steam Powered Giraffe fan now hates us. Thank you, Sam.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I love the combat with sword and shield, like doing this stuff. But there's too much crap. Like it's just for who did they make that game for? Like everyone, it doesn't make sense.
I don't know. I never played a Zelda game. I don't know what a Zelda is.
I know. And then I won't go into it because I could probably spend an entire podcast.
I've watched people play Zelda games, but I've never actually played myself because I'm not a Nintendo person.
It doesn't matter if you're a Nintendo person or not.
Oh, because they have it on Sega then. They had it on
No, you
Dreamcast?
just- it's just a Zelda game.
They have it on PlayStation?
It doesn't,
You played Zelda-esque games.
Pretty sure they did.
You'd like Zelda if you played it.
probably would like Zelda. Just like I
Oh,
would
I
like
just-
Sonic if it wasn't so crappy.
Grand
Sonic
Theft
is
Auto.
cool.
Grand Theft
Sonic
Auto, let's talk about that.
Generations. Sonic Generations
What?
is great.
Let's talk about Grand Theft Auto. We all gonna get it and play multiplayer?
So Skyward Sword.
Yeah!
There's the.
I already pre-ordered it. I haven't.
I don't know.
You don't have a PS3.
I've never
I
been
like
much
single
of
player.
GTA
Borrow
games.
Steve's. Borrow Steve's PS3.
I'm gonna borrow a
Grand Theft
60.
Auto.
I'm gonna borrow a
Yeah,
Steve
you
can-
64.
You can borrow my 64
I never beat the 4 because I didn't like any of the characters and the story was not very interesting
Yeah.
to me. But this one, I'm more excited for the multiplayer because it's kind of going to be more like Red Dead Redemption with persistent kind of progression.
Think
in
Red
the
Dead
multiplayer.
Redemption, but with helicopters and jets.
I'm
Yeah,
just
pretty much.
excited we don't have to
Crime,
be
drugs.
random
Yeah.
criminal douchebag number
Well, they
1
had
or
that
2,
movie.
you know? I could be someone that I want to play.
You
Like
can,
Saint-
like-
Saints Row is really good.
You
at
can
that
go
too.
rob
a bank. Now, obviously, this is all, it's entertainment, so it's fine. And then you rob a bank and use that money to buy yourself an apartment, and then you can go to your apartment and play pool with all your friends.
I like
That's
the
really
stories.
cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it's an MMO though. I mean, that's what it turns into, right?
No, it's like Red Dead.
It didn't.
It's like a
ATV do
free
the same
world.
thing?
Man, if they made Red Dead for
It's
PC,
like an MMO.
why haven't they done that? I would play it.
Oh yeah, Rockstar, you should get
Red Dead for
PC. Why
Red
not?
Dead Redemption to PC. I want to
Why?
see the graphics.
They would make so
crisp.
much money.
I'd like to play
So
that
much
game.
money.
I wouldn't mind.
I'd play it again. That's how much I like that game.
Movie
Zone.
taking it to the zone, watching a movie, making a cool movie about watching movies. Time. Oh yeah.
Not gonna lie, there's been nothing out.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
I've been watching stuff
Nothing
on
out.
Netflix, man.
I read a book. Okay, that's how bad it is.
Yeah, I haven't seen a movie since the
I've-
Riff Tracks thing in
I've
Chicago.
been
I've been watching a lot of Riff Tracks in Mystery Science Theater.
Have you seen Elysium yet?
No.
Okay,
But you
well,
know what
we
I
can't
did
talk
watch
about
that you recommended? I watched Solomon Kane.
Oh,
Which
whatever.
Sam recommended to me. Didn't like it.
I liked
Didn't
it.
like it at all.
It was a good time.
It was.
I
it
can
was
never
weak.
judge when Sam says he likes or hates
It was
something. I
weak.
can never judge. Like,
I really.
am I gonna like it? Or am I not gonna
You
like
should
it?
definitely watch it.
Don't touch me.
Definitely watch it.
There's only one person who can touch me. It's
Watch
Gabby.
the movie.
I watched
Gabby
a couple
Gonzalez.
old movies. I sat down and watched through Highlander, the original Highlander, for the first time, like all the way through.
Watch
for the first time.
Ironclad. Watch Ironclad. That's
It's
a
pretty
superior
silly.
movie.
Sean Connery looked like a peacock.
Watch
Red peacock.
Ironclad.
Is
He's
it-
an Egyptian. That's why.
That one keeps
Speaking of
popping.
Riff Tracks, I spotted with my eyes Kevin
Spacey.
Murphy from Mystery
Okay.
Science Theater 3000 fame,
You snuck on him on the
Tom
bullet bathroom?
Servo.
Stalker.
I was like looking at him like, that guy looks familiar. That guy with that facial hair and that earring looks familiar.
Is that the guy you followed into the bathroom?
And I didn't follow someone into the bathroom. I was just sitting there. He was right there, and I was like,
Hey Kevin, you need some more toilet paper in there? Hey, how
he
you
was
doing?
being real subtle about it too. He was like shaking his shoulders, like, and no one knew who he was talking about. Like,
Yeah.
so I looked it up on Wikipedia. I'm like, look at this. He was standing like 2 feet from us, and you were like going, oh my god. And no, he didn't notice. Kevin was in his phone tweeting away.
Oh, we're on a
so-
first name basis now.
Yeah, me and Kevin go back a long way.
What was he tweeting?
I don't know. Look at his Twitter. What do
He's
I?
tweeting a
what?
response to the picture you stole.
So I just took a picture, and I said, privacy invasion time, whatever. I knew he was cool with it because he makes jokes about stuff like
Tyler's
that all
getting
the time.
heavy. He's gotta be like 4 or 5 pounds.
Stop
right?
feeding him all his eggs and apples.
And mealworms,
Mm.
super worms,
You gotta
What,
give
if
him
the,
some,
what do you do if this
and
harness,
grapes,
if he gets too big for the
and
harness?
raspberries.
Why don't you give him
Make
some
a bigger
crickets,
harness.
something to hunt?
He hunts the super worms. They squirm around.
Look, you can grow into it, so. so
Look at him,
it's-
he's having a
it's
hard
good.
time breathing, Steve. Cut back on the apples. At least.
There's not enough, it's too tight.
No, he's fine.
He's bleeding. No.
His scales just come off.
Oh.
Oh, sorry, Tago. No, we're just joking, buddy. Oh,
Stop talking about me, you guys. I'm going home.
I'm Tago.
Have you seen those legless lizards that look like snakes?
Oh,
but
you mean
they're not snakes. They're lizards. You can't set us up for that and then leave us disappointed.
Yeah. That's
Oh, you mean snakes? Why didn't we get to say that?
Why didn't you let one of us say?
I
it?
was
We
hanging
both
out
were
with
about to say
Gabby
it.
and we saw him at a pet store.
What's with this Gabby and your?
Okay, shut.
What's with this Gabby? I don't know.
Okay,
Suddenly it's
moving
Gabby
right
this,
along.
Gabby that.
So, as you may have known, Sam over here, he likes to ask the fans questions.
Oh, it's true. I do.
So he
Time again?
in the Steam Powered Giraffe Hour, he usually asks you some questions, and then we compile them over the next week or so, and then he picks the ones he wants to.
SPG
Way back.
Hour fan respond. That's the hashtag. If you're on, I think it's called a
I
hashtag.
don't like the theme music for that one. Yeah, hashtag.
Hashtag sounds like
More of
a
a sound effect. less
sounds
of
like a
theme.
side at Denny's. Can I get a side of hashtag? Don't.
It's
Okay, Grandpa
a pound
Sam.
sign.
You kids these days,
It's
y'all.
not a hashtag. It's a pound sign.
Can
Or
you put a
it
potato?
means number.
I dress up to go to the Denny's.
Yeah,
Symbol
so
for number.
No one dresses
let me
up for
start by
everything
saying-
anymore.
if you don't know what I'm talking about, you need to get a Tumblr because that's the only place I'm grabbing the responses from.
And
From
no, we
whence?
don't mean like one of those plastic cups.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I'm like, how do you put a question in a tumbler? I can't. It's filled with ice. I don't know what tumblers are.
Little plastic cups. Little plastic cups.
Down a field.
So the last
I don't know.
the last time I asked, what advice would you pass on to your younger self? And I got a lot of people saying that they wish they'd been less concerned about what others think about them.
I would agree.
And that's kind of easy to say, but it's kind of hard to take in, especially if you're younger and you kind
Yeah.
of. So I guess it's good to say that as advice, but it's kind of hard to embody in the flesh because it's kind of almost like just this natural response you have.
It's
to
kind
groups
of
people.
it's like social. It's like the social thing. You're in school. You don't want to be made fun of. You think
Squirmed out of his harness.
you want to
Just
look
like I
cool
said,
to your
huh?
peers.
So yeah, so that's a tough one, but I
I
guess
think
it
his-
needs to be said.
His legs need more room.
And if you guys want to respond to
Seems
this
like
one
he
too,
wants
I
Let's get out of the harness. He hates it.
Yeah, that's it.
my advice to myself would be to obviously stick with try to get into some sort of art school instead of regular high school or even middle school because I learned a lot of crap that I just don't even care about. I should have stuck with my talents and focused on that. Realistically, I kind of come from a poor background, so what I should have done was stick with Spanish from middle school because my Spanish teacher told me that I had an affinity towards it, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna go to shop class and learn to cut wood, and I'm gonna go to a yearbook class and learn how to make books for everyone, and that all sucked and didn't help me at all. And so yeah, I wish I would have learned Spanish, and also don't do drugs. I didn't do them, and you know,
Look at him now.
it's there's no
Look
point.
At him now. No, you go back in time to tell your younger self, "This is what you become, man." When you
Hey man, keep on the same path you're doing. Don't change a thing.
And then he's like, "You're gonna look just like me." And he's like, "Yeah, you look awesome. That's great."
What about you guys? You guys have any advice you'd like to
Ah!
tell your younger self?
No. Wait, I think we
Start using Rogaine early.
Yeah.
Rogaine?
Do that.
That causes cancer, testicular cancer.
No, it doesn't. Yeah.
Oh, wait, you put it on your head. Oh. Well, I got one that engineer Tier Sam gave a quote that relates to the band. It gets better, and actually that one came up a couple times. I think it's a blog on our engineer tier program. That bunny.
It's a overused phrase.
It gets better, which is that not yours?
No, it's- Woody from that's- Toy Stories.
I don't watch
did
the
that.
internet.
It's like the LGBT kind of. It's like a
Well,
what do you call it, like a movement? Like it gets better.
Yeah.
Hold the phone, everyone. Matthew Smith just sent me a text message. He was like, "Hey guys, can you plug my jazz show on SPG Hour today?"
No, tell him no. I'm gonna go to that.
I'm gonna
so-
do it.
All right, all right,
If you want to
radio
meet
listeners.
Sam Luke, I'm sure he's not there to enjoy the music. He just wants to sign autographs and stuff. So
It's true.
So
You got, if you are in the San Diego area, it's at 8 p.m. tonight in Mission Bay Drive. It's at Dizzy's at 4275 Mission Bay Drive. $15 for adults, $10 for students.
Cash
only. So if you want to see our drummer perform in his jazz band, go there. You might see a Samuel Luke there.
support
And a
buy
Carolina.
CD.
And a Carolina violin.
I think he sank a lot of money into the CD and personal money.
Yeah, go there and support the musics. There's jazz is not widely popular like your pop stuff, and you should go support good music.
Because you
Yeah,
actually
the,
you can't watch it from behind your internet so good.
The organizer, the what would you call it? The event? I guess you call it. The
Yeah.
event is called Dizzy's, and it moves around from location to location. My brother used to play at Dizzy's all the time, jazz saxophone. So by supporting Dizzy's, you're supporting jazz overall in San Diego.
Yay!
Real musicians, not these Katy Perrys and.
So extra
Winona
props to any
Ryder's.
of you who go out and support the live music scene that's not pop music.
Yeah, mad props, dog. We don't have any. Okay, it would be cool if we had like a prop. It would be funny if we had like a prop gag, But no, we don't.
what?
Never mind. Mad props, dude.
Mad props.
Mad props.
Oh man, I want
That's
to hold
probably
a sword.
like the most used prop
Okay.
in all these SPG hours.
So
Well,
let's
it's
do
right
some
there.
more.
It's pretty-
Let's do
it's
some more
pretty
fan
accessible.
responses. Katie's Journal of Random would like to have earlier grasped the concepts of self-respect and money management. And again, I think these can apply to even your nowadays self. So that's kind of why I asked this question, because not only does it apply to your younger self, but whatever.
Yeah, money management should be a required course in high school.
Should be a class
True,
in
they
middle
don't
school.
teach you
I don't
taxes.
understand how you
don't spend anything.
I don't understand how you could not be fiscally responsible, but I don't know.
Well,
I am.
apparently your parents are supposed to teach you these kinds
What
of
about
things,
like
so.
taxes and stuff? No one taught me that. I had
Exactly.
to figure it all out myself for a whole company, nonetheless.
The education. Let's not get started on the education system of America because it's a little broken. Tempest Page says, "Do the homework. Stop wasting so much time on the internet.
Tempest Page.
If
Keep
you're
dancing.
watching this Tempest page, you
I
better get
recognize
off and
that.
take your own advice. Get off the internet.
Don't waste so much time on the internet. If you're doing internet, do business stuff. You know, do
Nope,
important
you're
things."
done.
Communication.
You're done.
Alec, let's see here. We got another one here.
Alec Baldwin?
No. Ray26 would say that if you need to drink alcohol, I'm assuming.
You need to.
If you need to drink alcohol to hang out with a group of people, then the entire situation is not worth it.
This is true.
And
Any of my cool friends, we don't need to do that, and we're still just as goofy as people who are drunk.
and this one's kind of funny, kind of cute. I kind of like this one. Mighty Thethorith Rex would tell their younger selves to stop trying to get a tan because you white. Use a white one, and you're gonna burn.
And now you have cancer.
I also recommend you look up Gaztron's
They actually do,
and
you're gonna
Pipsqueak
feel
the
bored.
Automaton's responses. They have stuff on dealing with bullies and dealing with sexual harassment.
Get a
which-
good right hook. I mean,
Well, for those of you who can't get a good right hook, there's also those. I asked people to list 5 favorite games, but that's a lot of games to read off, so I'm just going to read a couple of number ones for people. Lunchbox Philosopher doesn't play video games because they don't like dying pointlessly 11 million times in the first mission because they're not good at them. So that's a valid...
Mega Man
thing.
much?
There ain't no dying in Sims.
That's true. There are games nowadays that you don't die, but, you know, maybe now is not a good time to pick it
Fable
up.
is the perfect one. You can't die in Fable.
Star Civic is talking about a game called The World Ends With You that I'm not
Oh, I
familiar
played
with.
that, yeah.
Because it teaches you to stop being a jerk.
Swords?
So I don't know what that.
And tap those buttons on screen.
Okay.
Tap, 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 tap.
Plague Rat 1026
Borderlands
likes
2.
the Silent Hill series,
Play Grant.
as do I. That's why I brought it up because of the symbolism and the subtle creepies that game has. It does so well. J Rat, his favorite game is Medieval, which is a PS1 game, I believe.
That's a good game.
Because what's better than running around as a zombie in armor? I always wanted to play it, but I never
it's like
played
you
it.
can get on the Vita, I think.
Oh really?
Yeah,
They
like
re-released
they
it?
did it with like high
PSP too.
def graphics.
That's pretty cool. Medieval. That's a game I always wanted to play. And on a downer note, Adari Sensei couldn't afford games growing up. Can you get some violin music? Couldn't afford games growing up,
Oh, that's
and is
sweet.
trying to finish
Alright.
school before they start wasting their time playing games. So congrats on that. Maybe it's for the best that you couldn't afford the games because now you avoided the addiction that we all
It's
have.
called self-control. Have some.
And sorry about talking
I
crap
do.
about your
Yeah,
knitting
I can see
group. We didn't mean to make fun of your hip and modern knitting group last session.
Hip and modern.
Yeah.
Oh.
They said they're working on making some nooses.
Oh, okay, cool.
That maybe
Oh.
should.
Ooh.
It's not all about or whatever. Anyways, I'd like to thank you guys for responding to these fan responses because I feel like my cold, dead heart is starting to warm to the fans of Steam Powered Giraffe.
Do you got any more for them for this time around?
Well, I'm glad that you asked that, David, because I know.
Okay.
So first of all, put the tag SPG space hour space fan space respond if you want me to read it, and if you want to
Respond.
share it with other people.
SPG
Respond.
fan hour respond.
Yes.
So Sam's gonna read you some questions for you.
Yes, I
You
get
go
all.
put it in that tag.
I get all up in your word space and I explore the area and I like to learn.
You
from
might
more.
be you might be announced here on
Tell
the
me,
SPG.
tell me the
Hour.
tag one more time.
SPG hour fan respond.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys are free to do that too. Anyways,
You kind of answer it like right after you say the question.
okay, 2 questions. First one. What is something that you don't ever want to see SPG be a part of or create? I have some examples here. Cat bras.
We don't want to be a part of cat bra.
You don't want to
Drink,
make
like putting bras onto a cat?
No,
or-
like, you
or
know,
a
SPG
bra made out of cat.
No, it's like, yeah. Drano commercials. Who wants? That might actually be kind of funny.
Drano is.
Why would anyone make a
It's
bra
kinda useful.
out of a cat?
SPG Hour the
Is that a
movie.
problem? I don't. Is that really?
That's a terrible idea. I vote
SPG
for
Hour
that
the
one.
movie.
I vote
SPG
that.
Hour the movie.
And if you'd like
Not
to
even.
if you'd like to respond with some
It's
fan
2
art,
hours long.
I'd prefer it if you respond with fan art. That would be really nice to see. Maybe I'll even put it up on the actual SPG
What
Hour.
wouldn't we like to see in
SPG Hour be a part of?
SPG Hour or just SPG?
SPG, Steve Harvey Ross.
Man, yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's anything you could say. You could say I wouldn't want them to be part of the Klan. I wouldn't want them to,
Valid.
be a bunch of those psychopathic religious groups. Like I guess you.
Well,
could
don't take away everybody's fun.
I know,
Let them think
I
of
know.
terrible
Well,
things.
maybe don't think the obvious ones. Like obviously we're not terrible people, so I guess we wouldn't be a part of like these
obvious.
horrendous things.
You'll get points for being creative and having a good time with it.
Yeah, maybe
Brownie points, which are you can't cash those in
you
at
can
the
spend
bank.
those at our store.
Shh.
Is that a thing? Yeah, for more brownie points.
Okay, yeah. And also, on a serious note, can I get some violin? I want to hear something that you have, adversity that you have faced, maybe a fear that you've overcome. I want you to make it good and give me only one, please. One that's important to you. And yeah, that's it.
Can I throw out a question? Or do we
No.
only want to do two?
Oh yeah, I was gonna do yours last time. What's that question from last time?
My question that I want to
Survival,
ask
right?
y'all is this is
SPG.
no
fan
no
art.
commentary on this. I just want to see what people come up with. What is your best survival skill?
Wait, in what
What?
situation?
What is your best survival skill?
Okay.
No commentary.
Okay.
Well, we're gonna do answer some questions that you guys sent in to spghour@gmail.com. This is the part of the show where I'm gonna ask some hand-picked questions that I thought were relevant and weren't about, are you gonna play here? When are you performing here? When are you gonna come over to this country? Because we get those so much, and what's the
How do you
point?
hold them? How can I grab
Look
them?
at our other SPG hours.
Cradle him like a
So,
baby. He's got little claws though. He might squirm around.
Okay.
You can send any of your questions to spghour@gmail.com, and you can send those whenever. We always go through and look at old ones too if we,
He's like, you're not the Steve.
All right, here we go.
You're not the
Aaron Rebecca
It's okay.
asked, have you ever considered taking an intern to help with some of the business merch stuff?
It's called a Carolina and a girlfriend.
It is. It's called a Carolina and Paige. They're not really interns, though. We do pay them hourly to work for us. And it's good because we can trust them because they're
Wait,
friends.
but interns don't get paid. Maybe we should look into this.
It's true.
Well, that's because the intern system is also kind of whack. Unpaid internships are
Let's
kind of lame.
get in on this whack.
Yeah, we kind of we want to pay people.
We
don't
do.
wanna-
We want to pay people.
We can fire
Then there-
Carolina and Paige. Maybe get rid of the Steve guy.
This guy looks like he'll work for free. He'll work for
Oh,
pets
he's scared.
and worms.
It's okay, buddy.
This is part of his training. He's going to become the most docile.
I don't want to hurt himself.
Is
Yeah,
he
the more
going
you
with
handle him,
Oh, he's so cute.
the more you handle him, the more used to it they'll get. I don't handle him nearly enough because he's active when
Well,
I'm
you're
at work.
busy. You work like 40 hours.
And
a day.
I gotta wake him up. I had to kind of.
Okay, so that was a question.
hours a
Yes,
day.
but no, we don't need any extra help. We have enough people working for us
Well-
right now. In the future, we are.
Well, the
but
thing is, like, we don't know what
if-
kind of bureaucratic
if we-
red tape we'd have to go through to
if
enter
we
into.
I don't know if we're gonna do
program.
internships, but if we never needed to hire someone, of course we'd hire someone, and we'd hire
course.
someone that we trust,
Yeah.
And hey, we've actually hired fans before. We had masks commissioned and
Yep.
stuff like this. So we've commissioned fans before. Anyways, Jessa Rubicon asked, what is your most treasured possession? And you're not allowed to say a person. People are people, not objects. I assume that
Whoa.
would be pets as well. Sorry,
Most
Tegu.
treasured object.
That's fair.
Objects. Okay, how about we start with...
SD9.
Okay, we're gonna start over
Done.
here.
SD9.
I thought you said no objects?
Digico SD9.
No, it says only object. What's
Only
your
object.
Your,
So
yeah,
that's
It's the
People.
most expensive thing
treasured
I
possession.
own.
Digico SD9.
Probably will ever own. Now I'll probably get some cool stuff, but yeah, SD9.
I guess right now my computer, because it has all my songs on it, and I can do a lot of stuff with it.
I'm gonna say computer too, because I do everything on a computer. I play games. I play.
Art, games,
everything.
That's kind of sad.
It's kind of vague because we have computers in everything now. Even this is a computer.
I like my computer.
And my Wacom tablet.
If someone wants to steal my car and drive it off a cliff, call me.
And my Surface
'Cause I
Pro.
hate cars.
All right. Troyana Keho asked, "What is your favorite wild animal?" This is a good one.
Komodo dragon.
Oh, don't say it around Togo.
awkward.
He's like a Komodo dragon.
But he's
Except
not a
legal.
Togo.
Except he gets scared when people handle him. Komodo dragon will break your leg off. Okay. Don't point that side at me.
He, so adorable.
Wild animal. Carlisle's pretty wild.
Oh, God.
I'll say.
I think you need to go to the wild
Is
animal
that what the
park.
question asked? Is that what the question asked?
I don't really. I don't
Gotta
know.
find one.
I like all. I like
Just
all
say,
animals.
Just say the talking.
I like a lot of animals.
He likes the talking.
I like bugs and all kinds of stuff.
Remember
so.
those guys at the zoo?
My favorite
Yeah.
wild animal is a giraffe. What about yours? Well, we've been spending a lot of time at the wild animal park. Took the tours and everything. I really like a lot of the animals there. But I really like bats. I wish you could domesticate them, but you can't.
Fruit bats at the Wild Animal Park. Or something.
What do you mean you can't? Because they're wild animals. I don't know how you would domesticate a bat. They're not. They're very not. It's pretty
animals.
creepy too when they're licking themselves. So I don't know.
And
Bats
their-
are cool.
Their noses are
I like
inside out.
bats. I like when they walk like this.
Flying foxes are awesome.
Or is it
In
more
trivia,
like this?
if a bat lands on the ground, unless if a bat can't climb up to a surface, they'll die because
Hey, if you like animals, don't eat them.
they can't survive on the ground. They have to be aerial predators. So if they can't get up high, they can't generate lift with their wings, so they have to glide around from high places. So if they can't get to a high place, they're gonna die. If you see a bat on the ground, help a bat out and put him in a tree.
Yeah, I've never seen a bat on the ground. So.
They have diseases and stuff.
All right, Jessica Mearless asked, what is the backstory on why Rabbit always breaks down during the song Honeybee? Is there any backstory to that?
I never thought of that.
Bonnie?
I like to
Fine.
kick him
It's a good one. I thought it was interesting.
backstage.
Is there a backstory? Yeah,
Or
why
like
does
those
Rabbit break
large
down during
boots.
Honeybee? You don't see
You
any
see
of the
my
other
boots?
robots
They're
breaking
pretty
down.
large.
Why
I like
is
to
that?
kick him a bunch. It's a good stress relief just a way to get. Oh,
if-
you're
It's a sort of programming error, I would guess, that we're just too lazy to iron out. It happens every time, doesn't it?
It's true.
Maybe there's something that if you fixed it, it would corrupt, the file's like all really corrupted or something. I don't know.
No,
is
no,
the
we
answer,
keep-
or are you just asking?
We keep trying to fix it, but something else always breaks.
Why do I want to give a solidified answer? That's so boring. Like, use your imagination. Okay, Sarah F asks, Bunny, how do you feel about David's constant night blogging? I'm
Oh,
sleeping,
boy.
so I
Okay,
don't
cool.
even notice. I don't know why they asked.
And by the time morning rolls around, there's like a whole bunch of new posts by other people, so I don't ever see it.
Sweet, sounds good. Okay. Irena Shkomsky asks, Shomsky? How do you pronounce that? Shomsky?
Yeah.
Shomsky. Shomsky.
Soul
Shomsky.
Screamer.
Shomsky.
Starscream.
Anyways,
She's
Shomsky.
crying right now.
Even though I know that the cover of Rihanna's Diamond songs is probably a one-shot sort of thing, and you
No.
guys are not a cover band.
No,
You guys are
Already
all
answered it.
better
Moving
than
on.
that.
Nope, never again. We're
Have you
never
ever
doing it.
considered doing any other song?
No.
Yeah,
Because,
not
hold
we
on.
did at the zoo.
Even though I do not particularly care for pop music, the song Titanium by David Guetta would be a very appropriate cover song.
Nope, not doing it.
I only picked this question because we've gotten so many requests for this damn song.
Yeah.
I can't
Oh, really?
believe how many people have said Titanium by David Guetta. Now, the answer is no. No, why would we ever do that? That's not funny that we would do that. It's a song. It's
Okay,
not
don't
like
berate them for asking a question. Calm down.
Let's just leave it at we're not going to do any more covers ever again. You can if you see a cover by us,
You're in an alternate
yeah,
dimension.
that's never going to happen again.
Never gonna happen again.
I'm sorry.
First of all, how dare you?
That's not even funny. How would that be funny? No one's going to laugh at that.
Excuse me, I'm going to go cry on this toilet.
That's like us singing the Star Spangled Banner.
think
Like
Sam
what? We're
was-
supposed to make fun of a song that's a real
serious
song?
about
Why would you hurt his feelings?
No, no.
All of our feelings are
Anyways,
broken.
so please stop sending us. Oh, this is a good. Well, that's just straight. I want to be next to Liz.
No, you can't tell the internet to stop sending questions.
Stop Stop telling us to do Titanium by
You don't
David
know how the
Guetta.
internet works.
I don't want to play Titanium by David Guetta.
I'm gonna check out this
Just,
song now.
just laugh every time it happens, okay? I bet our inboxes are already filled with people just logging on.
Okay.
I'm gonna be the one that has them the 50 million
gotta hurry.
time.
You're so hilarious, internet. Okay, in all seriousness, the next question is Lulu Cloud asks, if you had one superpower, what would it be? This is like a repeat question, but I like hearing it.
This is
Morphing.
like-
I like hearing
Morphing
this one.
done.
Super healing a la Wolverine.
Super healing.
To
I
heal
want
all this nonsense instantly.
Wow. I want teleportation, like a la Nightcrawler.
That's dangerous, though. Is that dangerous?
No, not if you're
You're like, I'm gonna teleport to. Oh, half my body's in a wall. Oh God, I'm dead.
Okay, whatever. I'd figure it out. And if I didn't, I'd be dead.
I'm just worried
I'd learn
about.
pretty quick.
Mine is night programming, and what that is that I would teach
Oh,
my
yeah.
brain mundane tasks. I record them in my brain, like washing laundry or doing dishes, and then as I'm sleeping, I'm gonna wake up and all my dishes are done because at night I do all these mundane tasks.
Then how would you get any sleep? You'd wake up feeling exhausted.
I'd be buff because I gotta work out. No, I'd still get to
superpower.
sleep. I get
Okay,
rejuvenated.
it's a superpower. Okay.
Yeah.
Morphing, I already said it.
Morphing. Okay.
Morphing. What does that mean? Like a Power Ranger?
Change into anything.
Like mightily?
Just
changes shape.
Wait, okay, but do you
Shape-shifting
keep
a la
the
what's
same
her face,
mass,
Mystique?
or can you grow bigger in size?
No, that's stupid. You can't.
But
you
everyone
can't-
has different mass, even if you turn into a
Yeah.
smaller. Like
What if you
Sam.
turn into like a smoky cloud and you can't come back
What if
together?
you turn into a fat guy?
You could, but I guess you'd be hollow, a little bit hollow inside or something. You never
Doesn't have to
know.
make sense.
Like
it's
a
around
chocolate?
fantasy.
It's not gonna happen.
I'm gonna
There's
ride
no way
around on a
anyone would be able
unicorn
to
while
morph
I'm
into a
healing from all
Okay,
the bullet
okay.
wounds that I'm
All
undoubtedly
right.
going to sustain because I regularly get shot at.
Next question. We got 6 minutes. Mary Alexander asked, "What was the first album you ever bought?" I remember my answer. Do
I
you-
remember
what was
mine,
your-
too.
What was yours?
I don't know.
My first album, and it's not something to be proud of, but the first CD that I ever got was the soundtrack to Grease.
You want to love? John Travolta.
Yeah, that one.
You want to love?
That's what it was. That was my first CD. I'm like,
That's
I thought it was
beautiful.
so cool that music could be on a CD and you could put it on a computer and you could play it. Yeah, that's how I listened
Aw,
to
man.
my first CD.
Godzilla. It was the Godzilla to that
Dun-dun-dun.
that terrible movie.
Dun-dun-dun.
Yeah, it had a lot of good songs on it.
Dun-dun-dun.
Actually, it was actually a good one.
That's from Godzilla too. They had it on Godzilla.
Yeah,
Yo.
they had that song on Godzilla.
But it was like Coolio rapping.
They had a lot of
Oh,
cool
yeah.
songs in that one.
What was your first album you ever got?
This is kind of a weird story. It's an album I really like to this day, and it's kind of my first introduction to music that opened my brain, dude. Was Kid A by Radiohead, and I bought it off my sister because she didn't like it, and she was gonna return it to the record store. I'm like, I'll just take it. She's like, well, I'm
What's
gonna
a-
return it, so give me the money. Can I have the money
What's
for it?
a
I'm like,
record
fine,
store?
here you go.
What's a record
Yeah, like
store?
Sam's
We signed
CDs.
stuff at that one, remember?
Yeah, and I got
It was
food
going out of
poisoning,
business.
and you
Don't
were
be a
dying.
smart aleck.
What
okay?
is a record
You know what a
store?
record store is.
Is that like iTunes? Because that's.
What are you, from the 50s, you greaser?
David's being a troll. Don't pay attention to him.
What? I don't like physical stuff.
Tra la 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 la.
Kid
Everything
A.
should be digital.
Radiohead's Kid A is my first album I bought.
Okay.
I had that album.
Santina Kenny asked, when either of you three started performing, did any shyness or social anxiety get in the way? If so,
Or
how
tongue?
did you deal with it? And what advice do you have for anyone who is in that shy/anxious bubble who wants to start acting and performing?
Thank you for using anxious in the correct context.
Wow. Let's
Okay.
just berate the fans. Let's
No,
just
you-
tear them down. They're already shy and anxious.
I was
We were just-
praising the fans,
Yeah,
Sam.
it was
Distinct difference.
it was the correct way to say.
I think it's terrifying. It was definitely. I remember like it was. It just felt like you were dying because and those
Yeah.
auditions and stuff. It was terrible. It's awful. It still is. I mean,
You're basically up there being judged by your peers and adults.
you just
older
have to
people
do
there.
it. You just have to remember that.
Yeah.
You have to, the
And
more
me.
you do it, the better you get.
I judged them.
The first, my first experience on stage, this is like the first time I memorized anything. I memorized the lines, and I was so panicked and nervous that I just spat them out like a robot. This was in high school when I did my first play. I had like a whole big thing I had to say, and it just kind of came out of me. I'm like, oh my god, I'm saying all the lines. And I was like, oh, I thought I was gonna die. I don't know. But now it's not a problem. I mean,
You
it's just
didn't. You
kinda
pulled
get over
through.
it. I did.
I
You
remember,
got the lead.
I had to change my underwear, but I did get the lead out.
But basically, what you want to do is basically keep putting yourself into situations that make you feel uncomfortable. I mean, it sounds stupid, and it's gonna feel really shitty sometimes, and you're gonna get embarrassed, and you're gonna embarrass
Go
yourself.
on the bus. Pull down your pants.
Walk,
Just stand there.
Walk in on your parents when they're making all the noises. Just walk in there and say, I want to make a sandwich for you.
Basically,
Come on. I'm gonna rip the covers off you. We're gonna all make
basically,
sandwiches.
just get to the point where you're putting yourself on stage, you're getting up in front of people a lot, and
Practice
eventually,
is what you're trying to say.
yeah,
Yeah,
practice
make
makes
yourself
perfect.
look like a fool because
Eventually, you won't get that, and instead of being anxious for, or scared that you're going on stage, you'll just be excited to go on stage.
And I'm glad we kind of have a friendship from before we did all this stuff, and we kind of have a little bit of a connection on stage. But I wish I would have took like improv classes like them and stuff. Like I feel like that would have been, it would help you develop those instincts of performing
we
in
can still
front of
do
people.
improv.
Yeah,
Like,
get
we
together
should-
with-
We
get
should
together
start an
with a
improv
group.
troupe.
Oh,
Just do
great.
it.
I shouldn't have done
SPG
that.
guys.
You should get together with
totally
I'd rather draw.
with a group of people.
You can draw well.
Come up with an improv troupe, comedy troupe, because you'll feel comfortable with around your friends and people that
Yeah.
you know.
If
and
you
then
Think
you
about
can,
how many people we'd have with an improv troupe. People would come and see that. We don't even have to put on makeup. We just show up as ourselves.
Don't give us ideas.
We used to do that, and we couldn't get an audience. No
we
one would watch
we couldn't
us.
get in the audience.
If you're with four of your best friends playing Call of Duty, put down the controllers and throw down a
do a
topic and
comedy,
start topping on.
We
comedy.
should do that.
Go play some
We're starting an
D&D.
improv troupe. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do an improv night with the SPG guys.
You talking big talk right
We can
now.
do it.
I think we need some practice first.
I'd be down.
No, you don't need practice. You just do it.
Okay,
you need practice for improv.
Yeah, we got it.
we haven't done it in a few years.
Here's
Just do it.
practice.
All right, we got 2 minutes.
The toilet is
Okay.
broken, and all we have is a fridge full of foods. Let's try to make it work.
Okay, I want to see names for a possible improv troupe.
Sausage! I'm gonna stick it in the toilet.
This is how you're not supposed to do improv. That wasn't a sausage. That was my bread.
That
Wow.
wasn't your bread.
Let me get. Now it's
That was
Hey, wait. This
the
is
horse
just.
that rode in on.
No, it wasn't. It was a bread.
It's all soggy now with toilet water.
No, it's hard as a rock.
You just gotta wring it out.
No.
Oh. Ow, my fingers are broken.
No, they're not.
Ah.
They're perfectly fine.
Yeah, see?
Oh, you're right.
This is the first rule of improv.
Great.
Always deny. Always. Just
Awful.
deny everything. You have a full head of hair.
Oh, it feels
No,
great.
you don't. You bald headed.
Ah!
I thought I went to the store. Well,
You
we're
did.
going. We're going to the amusement park now. No, we're not. We're going.
You guys are all nuts. This is just a dream. We're all at home together.
That's the worst one. It's just you just turn the whole improv thing. We did that so much. We were like saying no. Oh, it's all a dream. No. You wake up. You're like it's.
Because you sleep in a coffin? What was that?
Well, it conveys that I'm ending up sleeping.
Conveys that you're dead.
We just spend the entire time trying to throw each other off. Yes. And we just go in these giant, long. It was inside a dream. It was inside a.
And we don't do
virtual
drugs,
reality
folks. So don't
program.
do drugs. Stay in school. Get good grades.
I think our best improv thing, whatever was we actually did kind of like our giant robot suits, and we were like robots. And then, but then we stopped, and then my face opened up, and we jumped out, and then you jumped out of your robot. We all like ran on the ground with little fingers, and then I came into your robot suit and opened it up, and we started punching. This was totally totally improvised. Yeah, there was no. That was really cool. It was a good moment. Like, wow, how did that happen? Because it started out as like, oh, we're just robots and we're fighting, but then, oh wait, no, they're giant robots because there's a little guy inside my head. Yeah,
You narrated the whole time?
No, it was all
Okay,
the sound
good.
effects.
Oh, wait, there's a little guy in here, and he's coming. He's on my arm. It's me, Tiny, and I'm going into the.
We had a little bit of an audience. We get maybe one or two people that would show up, and we have a donation bucket, and we get a quarter sometimes. So we had to start somewhere. But we had fun even without an audience. Yeah, the audience would have been nice though.
You'll do fine. Just stay in school, don't do drugs, and listen to your
now
SPG test.
Now to play the Elder Scrolls Online, David's going to take this video off so you don't see it. We have to edit out the FUs that we say. Can we do that? I think there's it's going to take a while.
Why don't we just put?
I said it about 3 times during the things. Let's see if we can remember where it happened.
Why don't we just put?
You can do cuts in the middle. I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe.
Can we say explicit material?
If we have to, yeah, we will.
That's what we'll do.
Well, thanks for tuning in. Remember to send your questions to spghour@gmail.com. Have a chance to have your questions answered by the band next time around, which will be not next Friday, but the Friday after that. Also, don't forget to look at the questions that Sam put here and tag them in the tag. What was the tag again?
SPG Hour, fan respond.
With spaces. And that's it. Thanks for tuning in, everyone.
Elder Scrolls!
Yep, going to Elder Scrolls.